Hello and greetings. I'm the Tarot Master. I have 42 years of tarot reading experience that I kept secret from most people as I pursued a professional career in science. Today, we will be going over our first tarot card. As promised, you will need your little white booklet and your box of tarot cards that have presumably been percolating for at least 7 days. I also wiped the table down with Lysol wipe to make sure that there were no germies present. First thing we're going to do is we're going to open our box. It smells nice, this raw wood box. And take out our tarot deck and push the box over here and gently place on the table. We're going to slowly unfurl the silken scarf. Again, beginners should use a scarf with natural fibers in this kind of bluish color, or at least a solid color. Blue is probably best for beginners. And again, Virgos are going to be mad because it's not neat and tidy, but you know, that's not the point, so that's not what we need to focus on. Okay, so we have our deck. We're going to go one card at a time. Tonight, I'm just going to go in the order in which the cards appear in this booklet. First one up is the Magician. So let's find the Magician in the deck. It's very easy. We'll just go through the deck till we find the Magician. No problemo. He'll show up eventually. He's a slippery fella. But we'll find him. Don't you worry. Notice how I'm gently handling the cards and not bending them as I sift through the deck. Here he is, looking for the Magician. There's a reason for that. I'm going to adjust the camera just a little bit here. There's a reason for that because you don't want to bend these cards or they'll start going dark and give you inaccurate readings. They like to be handled well, just like people. This is the Magician. Take a look at this card very carefully. You'll notice the roses. He's holding up his wand. He has a cup, a pentacle, a wand, and a sword. So he is in command of all these suits and all the elements, because as we discussed, each suit represents an element. The wand is fire, the sword is air, the cup is water, and the pentacle is earth. So these are all on the table in front of him, and he has the infinity sign over his head. He is the master of all these elements. He's pointing downward towards the earth and pointing upward towards the sky. So he is bringing power from above to below. Very simple. We have lilies, or some sort of trumpet flower. I'm assuming they're lilies, and roses. And if you look very closely, you can see the blue at his feet. So that symbolizes water. You know, water's below his feet. Anyways, there's no real significance to that other than you know, artist rendition. Anyways, so this is the Magician card. When you see this card in the spread, notice what suits are around the card, because since he's in control of all the suits that appears around the card is the predominant influence on the reading. So let's put the card down and open our book to page 9. That's feel like a teacher. And I'm just going to read this to you. It says, the Magician, skill, diplomacy, address, sickness, pain, loss, disaster, self-confidence, will, the querent himself if male. Reversed, physician, magus, mental illness, disgrace, disquiet. In my readings, I rarely get a reversed card because I handle my cards correctly and shuffle my deck correctly. So never once do I really get a reversed card. That's not true. Actually, I once in a while do, but it's very rare. So let's focus on the upright meaning. So the first word is skill, but as we know, he is skilled. He has control of all the suits. So he is the one that is in control of those things. So yes, skill, diplomacy, sickness, pain, loss, self-confidence, will. Usually it represents either the person reading the deck, or the querent, the person asking the question. And what it means is, use the skills that use the influence or the suit that surrounds the card to use your skill in tarot reading to notice what suit is predominant in the spread and advise the customer correctly. So that's the Magician. It's not really that hard. A lot of people will say, oh, he means this, or some divine message, or whatever. No, it's just a master of the craft. Okay? And that's it. If it shows up in a reading in its pure form, it just means this is going to be a reading that will give you in-depth knowledge, because a master is present guiding the cards for your answer. It will have more significant meaning when we actually do a spread, but I just want you to know the pure meaning. It just literally means a masterful, skilled control over all the elements and all the suits. And that's it. Anyway, if somebody tells you it means more than that in its pure form, they're incorrect. For instance, now if he shows up, say, next to the 10 of Cups, it means not only will you have good luck and happiness, it will be amplified because the Magician is present. So you'll have a bountiful amount of happiness and good luck. So see what I'm saying? Anyways, that's it. So that's our lesson for today. Pretty easy, huh? I'm going to be going over making quick videos like this of the cards in their pure form, and I will give you the exact meaning of them in their pure form, and then that's it. Thank you.